What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy B with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see in the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So my goal for today is to show you guys what the market participants are doing and where price is most likely headed next. So looks like it's a nice day so far. We still have about another hour left in the marketplace, but most likely it's going to continue to be bullish throughout the trading session. MicroStrategy, I generally noticed, tends to be bullish towards the end of the day, especially when it's already been bullish. You can see that it tends to close at the bullish end of the candle towards the end of the day. So most likely we're going to stay above the $300 level um, towards the end of the trading session. And I'm still looking for price to get back above the 320 level with a decisive break above it. Once we see a decisive break, not a little fake breakout like we just saw back over here on March 6th. We need to see a decisive break through that level. I think it's game on. I think there's not a lot of resistance in the way for MicroStrategy. I think a lot of traders are going to be switching from being bearish to bullish. And as you can see, a lot of traders are already switching back to being a bull instead of a bear. Traders, they do not care if the market goes up or they do not care if the market goes down. They will take a trade in any direction they want. So as long as the big money is flowing down, then they're going to go short. If the big money wants to be bullish on the stock, then they will be bullish. So market participants most likely going to switch gears and favor the bullish side of the stock. If price can clear this 320 level with the decisive break, that would trigger a lot of longs to enter trades and a lot of shorts to start exiting, because I guarantee you there's a lot of short sellers with stop losses above here. And let's draw that out. There's a lot of stop losses above this swing high, this swing high, this swing high, even these smaller swing highs. Even they probably have not taken a profits. They're thinking, the stock is going to go much lower. So they have positions here, over here, over here. So a lot of times stock price can come right back to the break even and even hit their stop losses. So I need to see a strong decisive break above 320 before you celebrate the stock, because it has known to be a little bit disappointing for the past several months now. But once we see a nice break above 320, I think I can't guarantee anything, but it's fairly clear that price wants to continue moving up higher. We'll analyze that as it develops as well. Bitcoin also looking pretty good as well. I think it's ready to move up higher. Let's just take a quick look at that. BTC USD on the Bitfinex chart, and again, right around 85,000. Most likely it's headed up to 88 and potentially even higher from there. Again, things can change, but as right now it is looking bullish. Let's take a look at a post by Michael Saylor today. He posted this chart of US dollar against the Turkish lira, and lira is continuing to get weaker against the US dollar, as you can see here. And he posted try BTC on his X account. Let's take a look at Bitcoin purchases, still hovering right around 500,000 BTC for MicroStrategy. 130 Bitcoin acquired just a few days ago. I'm expecting another big purchase from that STRK ATM, Strike ATM that they issued of 21 billion. So this was about 10 million worth, and I'm expecting a big Bitcoin purchase below 90,000 BTC for MicroStrategy very soon. So again, overall technicals look good. Let's see if this continues higher. If we were to just analyze the short term, let's just say you ignore everything going on for the past several months and you just analyze this. Well, to me, it looks like price is in a range. We have support here at the lows, right around 230, 240, and we have resistance here right around 3010, 305, 310. And price did make a leg up, so you can measure this impulse right here. This is all one large leg up. Price made a correction lower, and then you could drag the next leg up, and the target's right around 340 in the short term. So in the short term, it's targeting 340 as well. So let's see if we can get above there, above the 320, and stay above it, and then we'll go from there. But overall, we can even draw a trend line off of this price action as well. So there's a nice bullish trend line in play instead of a bearish trend line. So overall, so far so good. Expecting price to close bullish for the day, and we'll go from there. So that's everything I have to cover on the daily chart on the linear scale. Let's take a look at the log scale. On the log scale, there is this one last thing that's a little annoying, and there is this bearish trend line in place. So you drag the swing low across, and it looks like we're starting to break outside of this trend line as well. So this is the most shallow I can go, and it's off the wicks, and we're starting to break above this trend line as well. So again, this could just be a failed breakout, but with how it looks on the linear chart, and if we can clear that 320 level, I think this will be an actual breakout, and that's a good sign. Generally, you want to see price break through these trend lines. Let's see what happened when last time price broke through this downward sloping trend line. So you can see that what happened right there. Price broke through the trend line, came back to back tested for support, and then we saw a massive rally up. So this thing can quickly get bullish again. You can just copy these bars right over here, drag it over. Let's see if we do something again, something similar like that. Price is right around $1,000 by the end of May. So it can quickly get up there into four figures. As you can see, it's a very volatile stock. And right now, it's already at 308. Maybe we'll get to 315 by the end of the day. We'll have to wait and see again. You gotta have to be patient for the stock, and eventually it will pay out. Now let's take a look at the daily chart on the weekly, or excuse me, the log scale. Overall, bullish trend line are holding. So we have this trend line right here, and then this trend line right over here. We're seeing a strong bounce off of it, and we haven't even seen the second and third angle of attacks yet in this bull cycle. So again, more to come on the bullish front. You can see that this is a good sign. This was, signaling a bottom. We were off the trend line, so we have this trend line right here, the shallower one. Price is not coming back to it, and you do not want to come back to the first trend line once it's set, and especially when price starts distancing away from it, you do not want to see price come back to that first trend line. That means that basically the trend is over at that point. Now, the second angle is good too. We're still respecting it, but when price starts gapping away from it or distancing from it, you don't want to see price come back to the second trend line either. In this case, you can see that it did come back to it. Let's say we were right here. I'd say this is still very early in the trend. That's why. It was still very early in the trend, and it's still okay to bounce off of it. But you definitely don't want to see the first trend line met, and now we're off the second trend line. And once we're off the second trend line, you do not want to see price come back to the second trend line. So you want to see price continue to distance itself away from these trend lines. So we haven't even seen the third one yet. And the third one, sometimes you can get to the fourth one, is probably the last blow off top, right, for the stock. And typically, it'll happen at the end of measure move targets or near them. So we have this leg right here, one leg up right here, second leg up, and this one's right around the $1,500 target. I'll be disappointed if that's the top for MicroStrategy. It'd be nice, but I'll be disappointed because that's not that much. And then we can look at this leg up right here. This is all one large leg right about there. Second leg, and the next one will be right around 2,400. Again, I would be still pretty disappointed, but again, it wouldn't be that bad. And the one I'm looking for is the $4,000 target. So this is all one large leg right about there. This is the second leg up, and this is right around $4,000. Give or take a couple hundred, right? If you get to 38, 37, don't say, oh, it didn't reach 4,000, right? Because I don't think anyone's expecting $4,000 on YouTube right now. And even though it is technically possible, I predicted a lot of things with these measured targets that sounded insane before. And again, if that's the technicals, that's the technicals. And again, it's not a random arrow. This is how you draw it. And these are highly reliable. So we'll see how it plays out. I'm not guaranteeing anything, obviously. And we haven't even seen the all-time high reach. We haven't even seen the break of the 320 yet. But it does look promising for higher prices in the future. And again, let's look at this channel as well. 1, 2, 3 off the swing lows. You drag it up to the highs. That fits pretty good, as you can see here. And we're bouncing off the top side of the channel. So this is basically a perfect fitting channel. So you see that you take this swing right here, you drag it to this swing, and then we got the third touch confirmation right out that low in 2023. And then you drag it up to the highs of this prior high, and that's exactly where price topped out in January in 2021. And then we bounced off of that just recently back over here in March of 2024, and we're still seeing higher prices. So that tells me that maybe price is going for a wider channel. So we can double the channel, and now the previous high of the channel becomes the midline of the new channel, and you drag that up, and now we have a new target. price goes from the highs to lows in the channel, and it's coming up for the highs of this channel right here, which is right around 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, depending on how bullish it is. And again, it could happen this year. If it doesn't happen this year, most likely it's going to happen next bull cycle. So that's all I have for MicroStrategy. Not guaranteeing anything. That's just what I see in the chart. It has been bullish for the past couple of days now into the next couple of weeks, expecting higher prices, and we'll go from there. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.